Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me for another class. Today's class is going over the basic principles of Pilates. It is a intro beginners class. For those of you who may not be familiar with Pilates and maybe want to give it a try, see what it's like, or if you've tried Pilates before and you just want to get back to basics, take it slow, not do too much, this is the workout for you. This workout, we're really just gonna flow through it very smoothly, very slowly, taking our time with each exercise. We have about 7 different movements and we're just gonna flow into each one. So you could just get a little bit of a burn in the core, in the lower body, but not work too hard. It's perfect for those days where maybe you started your cycle or you're just tired from the day and you really just want to move your body but don't want to put in that much work. So let's begin. We are going to start with our hands behind us, or actually let's go ahead and come to the elbows. You're going to straighten your legs and you're just going to switch side to side each one. You're going to straighten as far as you can go. You don't want to be too high to where you're rocking back, just low enough or high enough that you could feel the intensity in your core, in your powerhouse, right? Pilates is all about feeling strength from your center, from your core. And so we're just gonna warm up the core a little bit. If you have to bend the knees, you can do that. Just take a moment here and just feel that connection to your center. Woo, go ahead, lower your legs and meet me on your back. We're gonna do some, as what is familiar to most people is called bicycles. So we're just going to bring whatever leg, right or left, whatever one you want to start with. So bring your leg up, straighten it, point the toe, and just chill out here for a moment so you can kind of settle into the posture, feel that low back against the mat, feel the strength of your leg. And what you want to do is you want to turn your thigh outward, right? So you just feel the strength in that thigh. Tighten your core muscles. We like to say belly button to spine. And just feel the intensity of the strength of your body. I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to feel that strength and how powerful the body can be when we intentionally focus on each part of the body. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. And we're going to straighten the opposite leg about 90 degrees. And you just want to bring your knee in and cross over, bringing that shoulder blade up and straightening the leg. Take it slow as you need to. And feel that strength in the core. Breathe it out. Take a breath, bring those knees into the chest. That should feel really good to your core. And the key to this class today is to just really activate those muscles. Feel those muscles and activate, but also not work too hard. What I love about Pilates is it gives me time to really tune into my body so I can, see how I'm feeling for the day, see how my body is feeling. Okay, go ahead and bring your hands to your ankles. And the opposite leg, we're going to straighten. So straighten whatever leg, left or right. Bring that opposite hand to the knee, the other hand to the ankle. And then you're going to slowly raise up. Tuck the chin in. Make sure that the lower back is still on the floor. The opposite leg is straight, and you're holding on with your opposite hands to the knee and to the ankle. Then you're just going to switch. Keeping that core tight. Take your time. You want to make sure that you're pointing the toe on that straight leg. Keep your elbows up and lifted. Breathe. Concentrate and breathe into each movement. Keeping the body strong and still. You're only moving your legs. And bring in those knees. Breathe it out. You should be feeling that activation in the upper abdomen, core muscles, as well as a little bit in the lower as well. Go ahead and bring both legs straight to the ceiling, toes pointed. You're going to raise up, inch up to the leg, grab onto the calves. You're going to lower one leg, about 45 degrees, just hovering off the floor, and switch. Switch. Tuck that chin, tighten up the core, belly button to spine. And really your core is stabilizing you as you move your legs up and down. Toes are pointed, full activation in the legs. And lower. Woo! Those exercises get me every time. But it's so good to strengthen your core. That's where all of our movement comes from. We don't realize it, but our core is our powerhouse. It stabilizes the way we walk, the way we bend, pick up things. Every movement should come from a strong core. And without a strong core and a strong back, that's how we end up with back injuries, low back pain, hip pain, because our core is not strong, so other parts of our body has to make up for the lack of strength that we have in our core. Go ahead and lower your legs. Hands by your side, and we're going to do a couple of bridges just to release the tension that we just built up in that core. Take a deep breath in, and slowly raise, squeeze those glutes. And if you're familiar with yoga, you might want to bring those hands underneath and just stretch Come up on the tippy toes if that feels good for you. If not, listen to your body. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. And lower down. Let's do a couple of those again. Deep breath in and lift up. And lower down. One more. Lift up. And lower down. Go ahead and straighten both legs. Just take a moment and take inventory of how your body feels right now. Go ahead and bend both legs. Straighten one leg up, straight up to the ceiling, plank that toe. And we're gonna go ahead and do some single leg circles. So you'll be coming down the middle and circling out. Coming down the middle, circling out. And you wanna keep your hands planted on the mat to help stabilize you, because you don't want to be wobbling left, both sides. You want to keep your upper body and the opposite leg as still as possible while you circle that leg out. And this strengthens the hip flexor as well as a little bit of the glute and the thigh. And we're going to switch directions, going from outer in. You're going to breathe and make sure that you are deliberately moving that leg in a circular motion. And you don't have to move it or to make the circle big. You can make it as small as you need to. But just make sure that you are moving from the core, and you should feel that. Let's do that on the opposite leg. Go ahead and bring it up to the sky, point the toe. Deep breath, down and over. Make sure that core is tight, that back is flat on the mat. You want to be slow and controlled with the movement. Opposite direction. This is so good for opening, strengthening the hips. Get a little bit of thigh work in there. It should feel really good. Listen to your body. Couple more. And bring it in. Hug those knees. Release that lower back. Take a couple of breaths here. Go ahead and come on to your elbows. And we are almost done. We just have one more exercise that I want to take you through. Let's do some releasing of the hips and the low back. Breathe it out. Okay, so on this last movement, we are just going to straighten the leg to each side. You still want to keep your core tight, and you're just moving, straightening side to side. Using those toes to guide you to the other side. Sit up out of the shoulder. Make sure that core is tight as you lift your leg. Breathe it out. This is a popular burlesque dance move. If any of you have ever been to a burlesque show, you'll see that they'll, they do it a little bit more sexy, round and all that. Same movement, same concept, a little bit more intentional. And that is your introduction to Pilates. Thank you for joining me today. Meet me in seated position, legs crossed, and we'll just take a couple of breaths to close out today's practice. Breathe up. Thank yourself for taking this quick 15 minutes to just love on your body, to move your body, get the blood and energy flowing throughout your body. And if you need a little bit of an extra stretch, and you notice that your hips are tight, go ahead and do the hip stretch class that I have. That'll help you stretch all that tension, get that tension out of the hips and the lower back. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to Pilates. Please share with a friend if you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next class. Bye-bye.